Here are 3 reasons why I did not like the new Lilo and Stitch live action movie. Now, my expectations were extremely high for this movie. I love Stitch, so I was fairly disappointed. One of my favorite scenes from the first movie is Stitch and Lilo reading The Ugly Duckling. This is when Stitch finally discovers the meaning of family, and it is extremely emotional. And then when Stitch is walking out when they have a falling out and he is holding the Ugly Duckling book, she says that everyone has always left her. There's then a crazy emotional scene where Stitch is looking at the book in the road and it's raining and he's just saying lost, lost. And this was one of the best scenes that built Stitch's emotional arc when it came to family. And they totally removed this from the live action movie. This not only upset me, but it also made me feel less emotionally attached to Stitch in this movie because 80% of the focus in this movie was on Nani and Lilo and their story and 20% on Stitch, when in the first movie it was 50% family and 50% Stitch. The second thing I didn't like is that Jumbo was the villain. They could have easily put Gantu in the movie, but they said that due to budget and that it didn't look good in live action, they couldn't. But they literally made aliens, and like I mentioned in another video, King Kong is in a bunch of movies and the CGI looks great, so why couldn't we have Gantu? This also kind of ruins the ending of the first movie and building into the second and third Lilo and Stitch in the series, because Jumbo and Pleakley were going to live with Lilo and Stitch. They were going to have their own experiment room and everyone was going to live happily ever after. But instead, Jumbo just gets captured and it wasn't even a good villain. And third, I don't think that Nani should have given up Lilo. I know a lot of people are very upset seeing that Nani gave up Lilo at the end, and although she does still get to visit her, I think it takes away from the whole sister arc that they were building throughout the entire movie. Nani wants to keep Lilo throughout the entire movie, but the second she gets the chance to go and chase her dreams, I understand that that is something that she should have done and that is very helpful for her, but fans were upset about it because it's not Lilo and Stitch. Now, I do think that some fans may love these different changes, but I think that emotionally, I just felt a lot more disconnected from Stitch and felt that they should have incorporated his emotional side more in those specific scenes, and that kind of ruined the movie for me. So let me know in the comments if you agree with me and if you have any other criticism, or if you really like the movie. I respect everyone's opinions, of course.